need to rant about T-Mobile. I don't know how many of y'all have T-Mobile, but around here we call it T-Maybe because maybe your phone does work and maybe your phone doesn't work. I really just got off the phone with the T-Mobile representative, probably the best. I wish I had his name because I would shout him out. He was probably the best T-Mobile representative I have ever spoken to. First, English was his first language. I know that sounds really messed up to say. I am all for hiring people from other countries, but should that person maybe answer the phone? Especially if they haven't been speaking English for a while? Maybe not, because when I get upset, sometimes I have a little bit of an accent, and people have said this since I don't even know, since forever, okay? So if I have a voice, plus, if you're working in one of them call centers, you never know where someone's from. I could be from Arkansas, or I could be from, I don't even know, California, man. I could be from anywhere, and we all use different slang, different words, we all sound different. So how, I know as someone who has lived in a country where the native language is not your first language, it is hard when people have an accent to, especially when they start talking fast, to understand them. So why in the world would you we got the freaking janitor speaks English as his first language, but we have him mopping floors, and Mary Jane has been speaking English for 5 years, and we got her answering phones. What kind of logic is that? Okay, first of all, and secondly, I've had T-Mobile for, I don't even know, maybe 8 years now, okay? And the reason I keep it is because it's free. It's what my family's on, so they pay my bill for me. I am on my own, so if I can get one bill out of the trillion it takes to be on your own covered, then I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna jump at the opportunity. If I could be on their cable, if I could be on their electricity, if I could be on their, just anything, I'm gonna do it because I am on my own, trying to pay my rent on pennies. I'm gonna take whatever I can get that's free. But T-Mobile is cheap for a reason, y'all. Don't get T-Mobile because it is T-Maybe. Maybe my phone works, maybe it doesn't. The other week, I was in New York. I had to buy a GPS to get home. I had to spend $100 of my money, even though my T-Mobile bill is $80 a month for 2 people. I had to spend that money on a GPS. What? What did I buy a smartphone for? I'm a little lost. Can someone tell me, anyone, can anyone tell me why I pay for a smartphone that the GPS don't work? Anyone? I'll wait. Exactly. My phone never works when I need it. When I'm at home, on the couch, yeah, of course it works. Oh, I got 4 bars, whatever. But whenever I get lost, I want to say at least 10 times in the last month. Never mind, I just moved, so I need my GPS a lot more than the average person does. If I just want to go down and find a gas station down the road, sometimes I need my GPS to do so. I have never been to the area that I live in right now, ever. Let alone to just all of a sudden live here. I need GPS for everything, whether I want to buy groceries, gas, if I want to find a park to go for a walk in, if I want to find a Starbucks, I need GPS. So for me to pay this expensive bill and my phone to never work is ridiculous. And people would say, well, why don't you go get Verizon? Why don't you go get Sprint? Why don't you go get AT&T? Why don't you go get Metro? I love people who ask, why don't you go get Metro? They use T-Mobile towers, so that would just be, a lateral problem right there. What? And the other one is because those are all expensive. If you want to get one line by yourself, it is very expensive. I went to Verizon, who was the cheapest out of all of them. I went to all of them. Verizon was the cheapest, the best coverage. I would love to have Verizon, but I don't want to spend $80 a month on one phone line. And, I don't know anyone I trust enough to make the payment. I'm just being honest. I hate T-Maybe. Yo, if you work for T-Mobile and you tell people the stupidity that they tell me, you need to get a better job because that's a little ridiculous. I call them and they have the nerve to tell me how great their T-Mobile phone works in whatever state, whatever godforsaken country they live in. I'm about ready to jump through that phone and choke the life out of you. What do you mean? Oh, my phone works great. Did I ask about your phone? Do you want to tell me about your electric bill too? Do you want to tell me about how, I don't even know, your kids are doing? I didn't ask. I don't care. I'm calling because my phone doesn't work. Let's not talk about you. I am self-centered. We are on me right now. Okay, let's stay on me. My phone does not work. What are you gonna do about it? I hate that. They'll just, like, dance around the problem. Well, we're getting more cell towers. We're trying. We're really trying. We've had twice as many cell towers put up in the last year or 3 years. Just bear with us, and we'll get to your area. You'll have a cell tower of your own soon. I want that cell tower to have a picture of me at the top. I want a statue erected in my honor on top of that freaking cell tower, because I have stayed with y'all for 8 years when y'all were getting more cell towers. For the past 8 years, I could have built my own cell tower. I could have given you the supplies. I could have figured it out myself and had a better signal for myself in all this time. It is ridiculous. I hate T-Mobile, okay? Oh my goodness. And then the little skits they have prepared to tell you, they'll just be like, well, just bear with us. And it's like the same little paragraph. The one lady, I got so fed up with her, I had to be like, I am a person trying to talk to a person. Will you put your manual down? I know it's a manual. Like, I say my problem and you flip to the page with my problem on it and you just read whatever the manual says to me verbatim. I can tell. I can tell in the way that you're speaking. I can tell. You can't exactly understand what my problem is because you're too busy talking. And I can tell that I'm about to kill you if you read one more line of this manual to me. So put the manual down. Okay? They just be driving me crazy. I don't understand how you have been an established cell phone provider for 15 years or so? 15 years, and y'all ain't got cell towers everywhere. How does that happen? I mean, I'm no business tycoon over here, but I would assume that, I live in a very popular area, so I would assume that, I live in, not the capital, but this city is more popular than the capital. Like, if you ask what the capital of the state I live in is, it wouldn't shock me if someone said the city I live in, okay? But my phone don't work here. No, it don't. No, it don't. What? Oh my God, I hate T-Mobile, okay? I've spent 9 minutes yelling about how much I hate T-Mobile. If y'all didn't get it, I hate T-Mobile. Oh my goodness, and I dare a T-Mobile representative to comment. Oh, I dare you. Oh my God. Sometimes you just gotta laugh at life. I heard Beyonce does this thing where she is real upset and she'll record herself and then listen to how silly it sounds later. I'm gonna record this and I'm gonna post it and I'm gonna watch it in a month and let's see if I still feel as hot and bothered.